What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and today we have some super exciting news. The Korean team just recently released some skill previews of King and Yuri, and they thought they'd explain their new What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo. Man, we have some super exciting news about King and Yuri, because they are going to have some unique differences amongst all the other SS and BS characters. So we're going to jump in. We're going to talk about it. We're going to go ahead and turn these settings. We're going to turn the sound off, so that way we can actually listen to what these guys got to say. And plus, there's going to be music playing in the YouTube video, so I don't want two different types of music going on at the same time. And I'll go ahead and bring this up right now. Now, hopefully, this video is going to look a lot better than what they had before, you know, because of the aspect ratio that the dev teams like to use for the YouTube videos, which is very small. A lot of times when you enlarge it, it gets really blurry. So I'm trying to find a different way to where I can actually make you guys have a really good quality view of this YouTube video, so you can actually see exactly what's going on. But we'll go ahead and bring it up right now. And I do have it translated to English, so let's check it out. Let's listen to what they got to say. This is some cool stuff.
와우, 친구들, 공수 아저씨야.
Okay, good old karate.
공수 아저씨입니다. 오늘은 개선된 친선대전에서 SS 유리, SS 킹으로
Okay,
보도록 하겠습니다.
so now they're talking about charging skills that these characters are going to have. This is going to be a new effect that these characters are going to have. You know, just like with Kay and Kula, they got the whole tap on the first skill, right, to increase their damage. Well, these characters are going to have the same kind of effect. On their first skill, they're going to have a charge skill that actually is going to increase their damage.
빠른 입장으로 들어오세요.
Nice.
자, 각성 레벨 세팅하고 체력
Yeah. Set your settings, get it going. Okay, so they're saying if you release your finger from the button before it's fully charged, generally charging skills will be activated. So in other words, you just hit the skill and you let it go, and you will have a bit of a charging skill. Now I want you to notice the countdown on Yuri right now. It's actually at 10 seconds, and by the way, you get to see Yuri and actually see the kind of dot that she does apply.
버튼 입력을 뗄 경우
So you can see right there, she did apply burn damage. So we know already that Yuri has burn. They have blocked out a lot of things. There's a lot of effects that are not shown here. So we don't know exactly everything that these characters are going to have available. You know, they're kind of teasing us a little bit, but we do know she has burn. And I know some people are going to be like, oh, burn again. Guys, look at Leona, okay? Do I need to say any more? Look at Leona. I mean, I think that's all I need to say. So let's move on.
차징 스킬이 나갑니다. 스킬 버튼 입력을 주시.
Now, I want you to notice a couple things right now. If you notice, there's a charge meter right here, and you see this countdown starts off at 4 seconds, right? So he's going to hold his finger on this first skill for that entire 4-second duration. This meter's going to build up, and then she's going to let it fly.
차징을 할 수 있습니다.
And he's still charging. Okay. So I was a little bit mistaken. He holds it down for a little bit, but the meter actually fills up within a second or two, right? But he still holds it so he can do a lot of damage. Now, there's something that was really cool that just happened right now, and that was, let me back up a little bit, and that was her projectile actually overrided Orochi's. Okay, so they're saying right here, when you're in a fully charged state, you can launch a more powerful attack by releasing your finger from the button, right? So the longer you hold your charge skill, the more power you're actually going to be able to develop.
버튼을 떼면
That's pretty sick, guys. That's pretty sick.
강력한 공격을
Very cool. Very cool.
사용 중에는 풀 차징 스킬.
Now, here's what they're trying to tell us right now is that whenever you use your awakened skill and you hit your first skill, it's automatically charged. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind, and this is something that's really awesome. Now, typically, I don't like charge skills at all. Those of you that know that I play Marvel Future Fight, those of you that watch that side of this channel, you know I can't stand charge skills in that game. But in this, it's a little bit different because whenever you use your awakened skill, your skill is fully charged. You can literally just hit it, and you're going to get all those power-ups, all those bump-ups all at once. So that makes a big difference in your gameplay, and it's probably going to change my attitude about charge skills, at least, you know, in this game. That's pretty dope.
바로 발동됩니다.
That's dope, guys. Nice long range attack, by the way. Okay, so now we get a look at King, and I like how they blocked out everything from King. Look at that. They blocked out everything. We just know that she's a yellow balanced fighter, okay? And we'll go. Now, okay, so she's got that nice little first attack, pretty typical of King. Now look, applying darkness. So King also has a charge skill also available to her. And I want you guys to know something. I'm gonna back up a little bit here. I want to back up a little bit. And I want you guys to pay attention to how fast this girl actually builds up her PG. Come on, man. Come on. Let's back up a little bit. Let's back up a little bit. All right, let's back up. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Now, I don't know what kind of imprint stones, if they're even using imprint stones on these characters, but we're just kind of backing up. I'm kind of doing this frame by frame, so it does take a little bit of time. All right. So she's already got a bar, almost a bar and a half of PG. She's going to hit her first, second, and third skill, and boom, over 3 PG of power right there already, okay?
일반 차징 스킬과 풀
So she's going to hit her first skill.
개별 적용이 되며
1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. So it looked like 4 skills actually. But she's applying the darkness. Her 3 PG's ready. And then they give us this big freaking tease with using the 3 PG. Check this out.
기대할 수 있습니다.
By the way, you get a look at King, by the way.
스킬에서는
And that's all they show over 3 PG, those peckers, man. They just show a little bit. Now, this is what's really cool. And what I mentioned earlier, and I actually forgot, this is where they actually show the whole projectile thing that I was talking about earlier. But you got BS Orochi on the left side, and you have Yuri on the right side. Now, what he's doing right now is he's charging his skill. Now, I want you to watch what happens.
원거리에서 또는 마무리 연계로
Orochi shoots out his second skill, but whenever Yuri shoots off her projectile actually overridden Orochi's projectile skill. Watch this. Watch this. So there you see it. There you see Orochi's projectile skills coming out towards Yuri, right? And you're going to see them disappear as soon as she lets it. Look, you see her blast coming out, and boom. You can see right there, it's actually interacting, and it's canceling the damn skill. Now, for you PvP players, you see something like that and you're thinking, now I'm not sure how the charge skills are actually going to work, like as far as like in PvP. I mean, like are you really going to sit back and just hold your charge skill while someone's trying to attack you? Probably not. I mean, you're probably not going to be doing that. But, and I don't really know, like, it says in PvP mode, it can be activated at long distance or a final stage of linked operations. So maybe you can, like earlier, you can just hit the awaken skill and have your charge power up automatically and just hit your first skill, right? And get all the extra damage from it as if it was already charged up, right? So I'm not really sure how that's going to play out. We'll see. But I got to say, man, like this stuff is, this is lit. This is lit. And there you see it. Look down. No. Here. Now check this out. Check this out. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It's so wild when she charges her skill. I should have seen this earlier, but look at her. Whenever she's charging up, right, we'll back up. You can see in slow-mo, actually. Whenever she's charging up, she's got this ball going around her, right? Let me hit the old play. Look at that. That's pretty sick, man. And it's landing hits as it's doing that. So it kind of reminds you of Guinness and Leona with their, their skills as well.
이상으로 스킬
I mean, it's sick, guys. It's sick. It is sick. Let me back up a little bit here. Okay, so another thing to note about Yuri here is she has a blast on her first skill, she has a strike on her second, and a grab on her third. Characters that have different types of skills on their skills make them more versatile. Like whenever they're facing other characters in PvP and they're like, I can remove a strike skill. Well, you can remove Yuri's strike skill, but she's still going to have her blast skill and she's still going to have her grab skill. This kind of stuff makes these characters better in PvP. The only time it's ever a disadvantage, this goes for all characters, is when the other opponents have removed all active skills. But when it's just remove strike or blast or grab, she's still going to have other available skills that she can actually use. Which is pretty wild.
일반 차징 스킬이 나갑니다. 스킬 버튼
I mean, it's nice. This is so sick, man. Let me back this up again. Let me back this up. So it only takes like a moment to charge that damn meter, right? And you guys can watch it. 1, 2, like not even 2 seconds for this meter to completely charge. And then we still see 3 seconds. So he's still going to be holding his finger on this to really charge it up. I wish they would show the effects, like what's going on, what kind of power bumps are we getting, but they give it on the down low. They really don't want to show us everything, those little pecker munchers. But wow.
풀 차징 상태가 되었을 때
And then
버튼을
boom.
떼면
Now and again, I just wonder how this is going to be in PvP. I mean, you're not going to sit back there and just hold your charge skill, right? And that's the thing that I wonder about the whole charge skill. Like, where in the game are you actually going to sit and charge your skill? Like, I guess in PvP, maybe if someone's at a distance, maybe if they're a little hesitant, a little timid to maybe face you. I mean, some players do play that way. They kind of wait for you to make the first move. Maybe when you're charging, that's going to force them to want to attack you. Maybe that's a way that you can bait them. We'll see. And as far as PvE, the thing is, because I know that whenever we use an awakened skill, it automatically gets the full charge benefit. So you use your awakened skill, you hit your charge, you got the full power up from the charge. That means you can still have a really great time in spamming. Like, you're still going to be able to spam very, very easily and still get all the power up from the charge itself.
더욱 강력한
And by the way, just like what they do with a lot of these characters, look at the aura that's around Yuri, right? She's got that little red aura around her. I don't know if these characters have like double dot or not. I mean, we know that Yuri's got burn, and we know that King has darkness. And so, I mean, we really don't know yet. We really have no idea.
공격을 할 수 있게 됩니다. 각성 스킬
That's
사용
pretty
중에는
sick, man.
풀 차징 스킬이 바로 발동됩니다.
Yeah.
일반 차징 스킬과 풀 차징
And King, I mean, guys, look at her.
이를 활용하면 높은 데미지를 기대할 수 있습니다. PVP에서는
And by the way, you know what? Let me back up a little bit, because I want to see something with King that I didn't look for earlier. Come on, back up. Let's go. That's it. There you get a good view of her right there, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I saw a lot of comments. People were so excited about King. Pretty cool. I'm excited for both of them, but very, very nice. You get a good view of her right there. Lit. Come on, back up. I'm doing this frame by frame because I don't want to go too far back too fast. Okay, so she has a blue aura around her. So Yuri's got a little red aura coming around her. King's got a little blue aura. King's delivering darkness. Yuri's delivering burn. So it's going to be real interesting to see how this is going to play out. And I really love these kinds of videos. I love these kinds of videos that actually show, these skills early on. Just give us a little preview of what these things look like, right? They look freaking fantastic. I'm really, really loving the fact that Netmarble is trying to change up shop, right? They keep pushing out these fighters over and over and over. And yes, a lot of us don't really care for it. We really would like to have some time to save our rubies. I got to throw that in there. But I like that they're changing up shop. I know that Kay and Kula didn't go over as well as what a lot of people would have liked, but those are still two terrific characters, right? And they're unique amongst all the other characters. And Yuri and King are going to have the same thing. They're going to be very unique. It's just, I think people are really praying that they're going to be, probably a little bit better. I mean, I don't want too much power creep. I really don't want them to be stronger than the previous characters that we just got. I mean, honestly, Leon and Guinness are just, they're just OP as hell. But the fact that King has darkness really does make her eligible for expert mode against Nightmare Geese. It makes her eligible. And just because a character has, one type of dot doesn't mean you can't use them in certain game modes or guild raid. Just like I said earlier, look at Leona. Right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We have strikers. We have card sets for shock and burn. We can adjust. We can make differences. We can use their 3PGs to do a little damage whenever their meter's already broken from another character that has the shock that is needed for that specific guild raid. So where there's a will, there's always a way. But I gotta tell you guys, man, I'm lit like a Christmas tree about this. I'm sure there's some things that I missed about it because I did kind of go over it pretty quick. I only had a little time to look over that video, but I am super excited. Let me know how you all feeling about King and Yuri. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT plus 7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See ya.